What was one of your favorite cartoons growing up?
There's a lot of them. There really is a lot of them. So like growing up, my favorite cartoon, I didn't have one. I can't just say I had one. But like just growing up after school, just coming home and watching Toonami. That was it. Just like the whole transition, like from that bus ride home and getting off the bus to getting in front of the television screen and watching that. A lot of people think that a lot of people are lucky and all that, and I think luck plays about a part of it. I think luck is probably about 5 to 10%, if any. And then I think luck affects two things, and that's like timing and maybe the amount of success. So you can have a major success based off of you got a lucky incident that occurred allowing you to achieve greater success than you normally would have, or you have a lucky thing that due to timing you now have a chance to advance faster in your field that you're trying to advance in.
Right.
So I think that's how luck helps there, but like the other 90% of that is hard work. Just like keep going nonstop. People telling you, your idea sucks, you're not gonna make it, you shouldn't do this, that's not the right way to do it. You listen to them, you're gonna fall off and not even be able to achieve what anyone else is doing by the people who are just, stubborn. That's what people call them, stubborn. People call them ignorant. People say they don't listen to anyone. Like people say their heads up their ass. Like people with these personalities are the people that that are prominent in our society because they stand out because they believe in them. Or a lot of people who don't believe in themselves and like take advice from their mothers, fathers. They let them hold them back. Spouses, friends, unsupportive friends, or just thinking they're not good enough. A lot of crippling self-doubt. A lot of people that shit like that hold them back, and like you can't achieve any amount of success if you have any of those things kind of just holding you back and you feeding them by giving them your attention. I'm like 50-50 because there's times when I get in my mood and just in my flow and in my groove where I'm in complete control of like everything that's going on within this vessel of mine. So with that being said, like I have like a complete autonomy. I know what I'm doing, I know my direction, I know where I'm headed. Now within that there's valleys, so there's highs and lows. When I'm in a valley, sometimes I'm a little bit more susceptible to people like friends and stuff that say you should do this, and it may not be in something like they didn't like what I was doing before, but it's just like a piece of advice that steers me away from my initial objective slightly, and anything like that, it can set you back years on the grand scheme of things. The worst thing that happened to me recently was an unsupportive girlfriend, just having someone like that in my space who didn't really support me and help me do things like that. And when you have someone that's that close to you, there's like a girlfriend or something like that, and they don't really believe in you, it's like, that'll cripple some guys. And to me, really all it did was slow me down. Because I'm good for seeing things for what they are, but at the same time, if it's your girlfriend, there's a little bias in there, so just being real about it. So that's like, that added to the self-doubt as far as anything like that, and that created that within me. There's times like that, but then, times after that when I'm learning from my mistakes and I see what I was going through and I see where I could have done better, I bounce back and then I'm stronger than ever moving forward. Prince of all Saiyans, Vegeta. A little bit of sponsorship branding there. I think the sponsorship's a nice touch, gives a nice look to these prints. Bass versus Mega Man. As you see, it was no contest, none whatsoever. I could probably split these around instead of bending over each time. Kill La Bill. This one is actually a fusion between Kill La Kill and Kill Bill. I think they were perfect together, so why not fuse them? The Shogun of Sorrow versus the time-traveling samurai. Tongue twister. Yeah, here you go, Samurai Jack, y'all. What else we got here? Vegeta again, Vegeta versus Cell 2, round 2. They ran it back. Cell ain't stand a chance. It's over with in a matter of seconds. I like this one. My little sister likes this one too. It's Iron Girl, Iron Man, except for, women can do the same job men can do. It's called equality.
Really? So what's your overall philosophy then?
Most of all, philosophy is don't take any advice. Just my thing is like people like you can do anything. A lot of people in like you hear that advice, like older people are, you can do anything, you can be anything, but they don't tell you how. And there's a specific way to do anything you want. So the thing is, if I want to own a castle, I should probably start looking up real estate for castles. Or maybe, okay, I can't afford one, let's look into building one and stuff like that. So now I'm getting ideas now. And I find an idea that I'm willing to settle with, and I find an execution plan and how to make it happen. I find different ways other people may have made it happen in the past, and there we go, I'm on the road to building a castle. It's that easy. That's something that someone, I can walk down the street and ask someone, yo, you think I could build a castle? And they would just tell me no. It's like, you know, they didn't even put in the time and research. They just think of something as big as a castle as being absurd. So I say don't take any advice, because a lot of times most people aren't even educated enough to give you the advice that you're looking for.